2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
I think we're on.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Here we are in our new location.
Yeah, this is our new studio.
So my headphones aren't working.
Oh. You got to rock.
Yeah.
How about that?
How's that now?
Better.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Oh, better. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, that's even louder.
All right.
Well, here we are. Mike Marino, John King, and Susan Cougar back
Yay.
for Monday. And boy, the traveling was fun.
Yes, it was.
Anything new going on? How's that steel bionic knee?
Hurts like a son of a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're on, remember?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're located in my living room because I ain't doing stairs. And
You told me you'd be flying up and down those
well,
stairs
that's
by
the thing. I
Monday.
was thinking, like, if the doctor has usually they send out a survey, like, how was your experience? Because they said, they're like, oh, you'll be doing stairs within 24 hours.
Sweet.
And I'm like, okay, well, then this shouldn't be a problem. Take a few days off. We'll be back on Monday. We're all good to go. What they didn't say was when they say you're doing stairs, was that you would do a stair.
A step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So the progress not.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going what it's going. I mean, look, they saw off the end of your bones and they hammer in pieces of metal. So it's
Did you get a video?
it hurts a bit.
A little bit.
So nonetheless, we'll make do this week until I get the hover chair that I ordered off Amazon.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll
You
be
know,
fun.
if you remember WALL-E,
Yeah.
the movie WALL-E, they had
Yeah.
those floating chairs.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what I want.
A giant drone to carry you down the stairs.
There you
So,
go.
all right, so it's Mike and John got it going on, brought to you by, of course, our sponsor, Jordan Genso,
The official Giggle Realtor.
and he's given us some new Jorbits to work with this week.
All right, I was hoping for new Jorbits. Be careful on the roads if you're just getting ready to head out. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully most folks have their power back on. As we get things going and underway, we'll take a look at news first, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A Genesee County man has been bound over for trial on 2 felonies related to an incident which police say he impersonated a firefighter after showing up at a house fire in Unadilla Township. 18-year-old Ethan Clark of Grand Blanc waived his exam in 53rd District Court on Friday, as well as his arraignment in Livingston County Circuit Court on charges of impersonating a firefighter and use of a receiver or scanner in the commission of a felony. The Unadilla Township Police Department says it responded on Monday, February 13th at approximately 2:26 in the afternoon to assist the fire department with a structure fire in Van Sickle Court. The fire was extinguished with only minor damage to the residents, no injuries, but during suppression of the fire, police say a man later identified as Clark arrived on the scene and identified himself as a Brighton firefighter, even though the Brighton Fire Department hadn't been dispatched. After turning Clark away, fire department staff then notified the police. Unadilla Township Police were able to quickly identify Clark. They made contact with him and he allegedly confessed. Clark remains lodged in a $5,000 bond. A Howe man identified by authorities as Greg Francis Gaither was arrested on Thursday and charged with multiple counts of child pornography. The FBI says after executing a warrant in December at the home of a Pennsylvania suspect, they learned the individual there was using smartphone apps to coerce underage girls to send explicit images and videos, which he then distributed via the Telegram messaging app. That person, whom the FBI only identified as individual A, said he was talking to someone daily that he knew as Austin, who worked for DoorDash in Michigan. The FBI said Austin was actually Greg Francis Gaither, who lived on Booth Street in Howell. That's where a search warrant was executed March 2nd, during which Gaither reportedly refused to show himself to agents for several minutes. When he did, his cell phone appeared to have been factory reset. Gaither is set for a detention hearing Monday at the federal courthouse in Bay City. And a hearing on whether or not to terminate a personal protection order against the head of the Livingston County Republican Party has again been adjourned. The PPO was sought and granted last October by Brighton attorney Sarah Cross, who said she'd been harassed and her family threatened by Jennifer Smith, who was elected as chair of the Livingston County GOP in December. Smith, who headed up the local Moms for Liberty chapter, has since filed to terminate the order, with a hearing held Thursday in Washtenaw County Circuit Court. The judge, though, determined additional witnesses would need to be heard from and adjourned the hearing until March 21st. In the petition, Cross said Smith had become extremely fixated on her after she reported Smith to the FBI following her comments at a Brighton area school board of education meeting in which Smith threatened members during a discussion about mask usage. Cross alleged that at least twice Smith revealed her home address online, after which people came into her yard to try and take her dog, parked across the street and took photos and videos, and cut the cords on her outdoor lights. Cross further alleged that while she was in her yard gardening, Smith drove by her house, flipped her off, and had her husband scream out the window at her. While the PPO remains in effect, Smith is prohibited from appearing at Cross's workplace, home, public places, or on private property. She also cannot send her mail or any other communication, including by telephone, nor make any threatening statements about her on the internet. Smith is also forbidden from purchasing or possessing a firearm. Smith's attorney, Christina Like, characterized the allegations as speculation that her client was involved, although the judge noted that the online comments and threats against Cross ended as soon as the PPO was filed. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. If you stop by today at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, well, you won't see Mark or Barb or Lindsay there. You know why?
Why?
Keep up with me.
Sorry.
They're in Florida right now.
Oh, I wish I was in Florida.
Yeah, you know what? You think, oh, they're vacationing. Heck no. They are at the Independent Jewelers Organization buying some new jewelry. And they can't wait to show you what they've been checking out, what they've been buying. So it's all coming soon. To Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, whether you want something custom designed, designs by Simon G. or Zagani, stop by and see Cooper and Binkley Jewelers today. They can also fix your jewelry as well. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Online at cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com. So let's get to the nuts and bolts of things. Anybody got a magnet so we can check out this magnet? This knee?
Yeah.
Did you try it with a magnet? I mean,
do you want me to show you the scar? Or?
I don't know. Do I have to move the camera for that?
Well, I was going to show you.
You know what? This is the thing. Whenever anybody has this type of operation or surgery done, they always want to talk about it or show you the scar.
Yeah.
Am I
Well,
right?
show you the scar.
Yeah, check this out.
Well,
You
it's
know?
a war wound. I mean,
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Now, is it a zipper or is it a cut across or
It's a straight down the knee.
Oh, you got
from
a zipper.
the top of the knee,
Yes.
and
gonna
it's
have
held
that.
together now with surgical glue, and they put this clear mesh tape over it, so you can see the incision, and it's gross.
It usually is.
So I'll spare you, I guess.
Yeah.
But it hurts.
You know, you've kind of mentioned that
It hurts a lot.
I thought you were manning up.
Oh, I'm man. I feel embarrassed. Me and my friend Oxy.
I think Susan and I are going to have to see how you're doing next Monday and see if this is if we need an intervention.
You know, here's the thing. When I had some surgery a few years ago, and they sent me home with like 10 Oxy pills. You know, because obviously big, addiction risk, and so they want to make sure that you're not just, I was like, okay. And actually 10 was just fine for that surgery. I was like, great. Served its purpose, done with it, we're done.
You're thinking the same.
So I thought, they'll send me home maybe with 10 or 15,
You get 6?
They sent me home with a lot more.
Wow.
And the thing was, when I got the prescription from the pharmacy, I'm like, wait a minute, what does that mean?
That's what you're in for.
By a factor of a lot. It was a lot more. I'm like, oh, well, I guess addiction risk isn't an issue there, So I...
Well, we hope that doesn't happen because we don't want to find you in a gutter somewhere.
No. I mean, other than normal. So now I have my physical therapist coming over later today. My wife has been doing PT with me here at home, and it hurts. And
It usually does.
So,
Yeah. That's kind of how PT goes.
Right. And then, so I've got this cold wrap on my knee right now.
Yeah, he's iced up.
So
John King on ice.
Come see it.
Disney will be showing it.
Forget Disney. Come see John King on ice.
That may be another surgery happening.
Like, Mom, he's just some doped up guy in a chair. I thought this was going to be like a skating thing.
I want to ask. The walker is to my right, which
Yeah.
you showed a picture of online last night with our setup here. Why is there a cup holder?
Well,
Are you walking, taking a sip? 3 steps, I get a sippy cup or what?
well, no. If I make coffee or something, I need to be able to.
You got to.
I got to put it in a sealable cup.
The
but
wait staff's not bringing it to you.
Well, let me tell you, this has been hell for me because I can't do any chores.
Yeah.
I have to sit around and watch TV all day.
Probably didn't have to
and
shovel
people have
any
to wait
snow.
and hand and foot on me.
Yeah.
The only thing they can't do for me is go to the bathroom for me. So that's been my.
Hey, Susan, did you
Yeah,
have that travel thing?
That go girl.
Hey, wait a minute. You know what? Now I gotta tell you. So
That
here's the thing.
extension hose?
So I'm the chair that I'm in now. This is because I can't go up the stairs, can't go down the stairs. Our studio's in the basement. My bedroom's upstairs, so I'm just on the main level. So we got this chair, and it's a lift chair because it's the only
It'll help you
way. So I've been
boost out.
sleeping in this chair, which is not great. So I've been having crappy sleep. But the nice thing about this is
Oh, it gives you a little boost right out of the chair.
Yeah.
Look at that.
rise up above all of you people.
Just like a pharmacist.
Hold on.
Oh, boy. Meanwhile, I'm in the little kid's chair
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving.
All right, here
I'm on
I
my
go.
It's there.
pillow.
Here I go.
I know. I have a support pillow.
Here I
That's
am.
about it.
So, I'm in the throne.
What else is new?
So the thing is, sleeping in this chair, middle of the night, you wake up and you're like, oh man, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
And so, and I gotta get the walker,
How
and
many
then
steps can I take
And I'm
to
like,
get there?
oh my god. So there was one point a few nights ago, I'm like, I had an empty water bottle here.
Oh, boy.
So I'm
really need to know this?
I'm laying there, I'm going, well,
Nobody's looking.
no one's here. I'm like, I really don't want to get up and go.
Honey,
It
I
like
think
really hurts. Like, but I really gotta go.
I think the dog peed on the
So,
floor.
so I laid there for a few minutes, really kind of thinking through the physics,
Yeah.
doing the math in my head, and then I'm like, all right, you fat ass, get up and go to the bathroom.
Did you go through the, how many steps is it going to take me? Did you time yourself too? That way you know how much time you have to get there.
Well,
before-
yeah, that's the other issue is you got to learn to, you can't wait till you got to go.
Yeah.
You get it.
Gotta preempt
You
it.
can't be like, oh, I really got to go. You got to kind of figure that out in advance. So,
Well, let's see.
because a
For
lot
the
of times
past couple
it
weeks,
takes a while.
Here on Mondays when Susan's here, we've covered
So.
PMS.
Right. Now, if you remember, Mike, when you and I started in this business, the topics that we covered
Yeah.
as young men in their 20s,
Yep.
and now here we are, young men in
That's what I say. We've covered PMS, menopause,
Yeah.
and now old man syndrome. With how long is it going to
Old
take me?
man syndrome.
I gotta plan my
OMS?
pee times. Yeah.
So you're welcome
Yeah.
for the conversation points.
Right
All
there
right,
with us.
so we have to. We're going to do an interview. We're going to be talking
We are?
with
yeah.
I told you.
Josh.
Yes, Josh Holowicki with Brighton High School Musical Theater, Guys and Dolls coming up. Performance is March 10th, starting this Friday night.
Is there a lot of dancing in that? I
That's
think. Isn't there?
yeah, it's musical.
I was going to say.
Yeah, Guys and Dolls.
Perhaps. Let's. Do you have me hooked up? Okay, I guess you do.
I do.
Yeah, due to the snow, we didn't get the pre-show planning schedule.
This Josh.
Hey, Josh, it's Mike and John and Susan, and Mike and John got it
Hey.
going on.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
Good. Are you in the middle of class right now?
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It sounds very busy over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, I was at the theater late last night working on the show, so yeah, gotta get it going here. A couple
Right.
days left.
Right,
Crunch time.
opening night Friday, and then you got the big gala night on Saturday night, and of course
Yes.
these shows at the Brighton Center for the Performing Arts.
And Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, classic musical. So tell us about your performance. Every time I've seen a show there at Brighton High School at the musical theater, it's always just been outstanding, and I'm sure this will certainly be the same. Set the scene for us what the show is, and then how your particular production is going to present that.
Yeah. So and thank you for the compliment. We always love when you guys come out and enjoy the show and the production. And it means a lot to us that you guys in the community continue to support us as you do. But this year we got Guys and Dolls, classic show as you mentioned, and we're taking nice kind of modern twist on the visual and scenic aspects of it, if you will, as well as some of the production elements of it that are keeping it fresh, freshening it up a little bit, and as best you can modernize a show that's kind of set in the late 40s, early 50s, right?
Yeah.
So visually, it's very stunning. It's It's not kind of sometimes you think of the more classic productions. I think the first thing that pops in your head is maybe a little more drab or something. But very visually stunning, costuming, scenic is really just over the top. It's going to be great. And of course, the top-notch talent that we've got at Brighton High School is bringing the show absolutely to life. And gosh, we've got just some incredible talent that people will not be sad about seeing. That's for sure.
I was going to say, Josh, from all the times we've talked to you and had some of the casts in back when we were on the radio, these shows, it seems like they get better and better each year. And how do you top yourself now with Guys and Dolls? How do you take that and say, well, I need to make this at least as good as the last show? 'Cause you guys set the bar high so long ago. That's the thing.
It's funny you mentioned that because we were just having a conversation. So, of course, nothing is done without an incredible team of people, starting with the creative team that I'm a part of, that, kind of puts the whole concept and the idea together, what show we're going to do, what our vision is, what our approach is going to be. And then, of course, we are surrounded with some incredible talent from parents who are step up to the plate every year and understand the vision. We've got multiple parents involved in our program still today whose kids are long graduated.
That is an achievement, I will say, because oftentimes, whether it's whatever program extracurricular there may be with school, parents often get very involved with, because their kids are involved, so they get involved. It says a lot when parents stick around after their kids are done, because a lot of parents are like, "Hey, I did my time, I'm out of here,"
Yeah.
But obviously, you've been able to set this atmosphere that people, still want to be involved in this.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. That's, to me, a testament not only to their own desire to continue to pour into our program from a volunteer perspective and give back to the community, but it's a testament to how much they love being involved with our students. And I mean, they want to continue to teach them and to train them, and they're helping in painting and scenic, they're helping in set construction and design, they're helping in costuming and hair and makeup, and marketing, and every single area that we need parent involvement, they're helping, and students are right alongside them. So they get the vision, they understand, and to continue to push the ball forward, we keep setting that bar just a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And, we were having this conversation, how do we top the last show, right? Because last year for Wizard of Oz, from a production standpoint, we won a Sutton Foster Award for scenic design. Yeah. And which is, again, another great accomplishment. We won Best Musical a few years ago. But how do you top it? Well, the conversation started off, this is going to be a quote-unquote simpler show, right? And that was way back in the summer with our teams, and we're going, okay, we can scale this a little bit, and it has just gotten blown way out of hand.
In a good way.
I think that's how creative people are, though. They take something, we'll just keep it simple. This will be really easy. We can kind of take a break or a breath this year and make it acceptable and good, but we don't have to go great. Next thing you know, you're going for top shelf. Oh, man, and again, that goes right back to our team and all of them just going, the conversation just gets out of hand, and what can we do? What can we do? How can we make it bigger? How can we make it better? And just that whole atmosphere and environment. And the most important thing is all of that bleeds out into the kids and the students who are involved in the production, and it's exciting for them to see that and to experience that. Our motto is that we are going to set the bar so high that not any one of you individually could achieve this, but collectively as a team working together, we can make this happen.
We got a few pictures up on the screen right now from some of the rehearsals, and you can just see the great costuming and some of the set design. And like you said, sort of trying to modernize the look of it's set in an era, so you've got limitations on what you can do there. Yep. But boy, it just looks stunning.
I was going to ask too. Being set in that era, kids today usually don't hear the terms guys and dolls.
Yes, yes.
You might get, canceled. What do you mean dolls? Canceled.
So maybe kind of explaining to them the decade or the era of the time.
It's fun that it's fun because we've been able to go through, obviously there's a lot of dialogue and jokes and, brands even, commercial brands, if you will, from the time that they're like, what is that? So we went through with them and explained all those things because we don't want them just delivering lines and singing songs. We want them to know and understand what it is that they're doing. We've actually brought in a dialect coach to work with them a couple times. And he's been, coaching them through. I mean, how do you have all these different accents? I mean, from New York and Chicago and that. So we've had a dialogue coach come in a couple times to really assist in adding an authentic flair to the program, right? And then there's a couple of fight scenes. So we brought a fight choreographer to come in and help, again, make that authentic and realistic. So again, we're really interested in making it a great production and really giving the kids a real world experience in musical theater. And it's cool. I mean, even if they're not going into musical theater, they can take a lot of great experiences and great lessons out of this program and take them on into quote unquote real life, if you will.
Yeah, when they get older, they can meet a friend out at the bar and say, "Hey, remember back in 2023 when we did Guys and Dolls? You did a great job." It's like the sports guys coming back and living the glory days. So, but still,
a lot of our
parents.
Yeah, and a lot of our parents have been involved, and they've done this production at one point in their lives, right? I think most of them, yeah. I was talking to, we've got an incredible orchestra made up of both students and professionals. Again, another really cool experience for our musicians. And one of our trumpet players who's been with us for, I think since we started since we did Beauty and the Beast, which was like 10 years ago. Anyway, this is like his 10th or 12th time in a pit playing this show, and he's like, "This is my favorite show. I love it." Wow. So I think they all have an experience with it that goes way back too.
Well, and I think even though for the students and some younger people, the era itself may be a bit alien to them, I suspect. But some of the songs, I mean, these are some classic songs that are in here, like "Luck Be a Lady" and "Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat." I mean, those are sort of cultural touchstones. That whether you know where they came from or not, you've probably heard the song at some point or another.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. Guys and Dolls, Brighton Center for the Performing Arts for the Brighton High School Musical Theater, opening night this Friday at 7:30, and then you've got the big gala on Saturday night, and that's the red carpet. You roll the red carpet out literally.
We do. We've got that's a great experience. We've got the room has 899 seats, so we've got about 100 seats set aside for the red carpet gala. You don't have to go to the gala to come to the show, but if you want a special experience, it's really cool. Everybody gets dressed up, a lot of tuxedos and evening gowns, and walk the red carpet, special seating, a little intermezzo fun, and then a backstage tour with the cast after the show. Get to see some of the inner workings, and then this year we've got an afterglow party for the adults only at Bourbon's, and great food and cash bar, and then live music, and it's going to be a great night. But the most important thing is fundraiser for the musical theater program for us. Allows us to do scholarships for kids who maybe need financial assistance in participation in the program, scholarships for kids who are going into music of any kind. We've funded, private lessons. We've funded auditions. We've done all sorts of different things. So it's a great opportunity for the community to reinvest in a bigger way back into the arts, which we constantly and desperately need. And so that's what we've been doing with this, since we did Bye Bye Birdie in 2010. We've been doing the red carpet gala and doing our fundraiser, and we've been able to put a lot of students in a lot of great places through those resources,
I
and
bet.
it's been awesome. Yeah.
So people go online, get tickets, brightonmusical.com, and they
Indeed.
get tickets for any of the shows and for the Red Carpet Gala as well. And we've got a couple pairs of tickets that we're going to give away.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to that. I would say, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to open up our live chat on our YouTube stream.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
We are live chatting for the tickets.
So we're gonna give away one pair today, and then we're gonna hang on to another pair and give those away maybe in trivia tonight.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Nice.
So we'll say for anyone in the live chat, and I don't think this person's name came up at all during the interview, but it's Googleable. It's pretty easy. Who's the main character in Guys and Dolls? All right, it's a pretty it's a pretty Googleable.
Wow.
Googleable.
I like this digital version of the Trouble Bubble. It works great.
Yeah, we have to adapt, Josh.
Josh, let me ask you this. Just curious, for those like John who probably won't be able to grab his walker and get out to the show, is there a way to stream it? Or are you showing a video of it later online, or folks can buy tickets for that, or is that anything?
No, we don't. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't. As I'm sure you're well aware of all the licensing, issues and costs and things like that. We don't. We're not able to do that. As a matter of fact, we're not even able to capture a sellable video recording. We're only able to capture one for perusal purposes that our cast can
But there's
just
nothing.
internal.
There's nothing like the live performance.
No, that's
though.
true.
I mean, that really
No,
is.
and that's it. Yeah, I mean, to produce it at a level that would ultimately, that's the kicker. To produce it at a level that would capture it for the audience is that's a whole nother world to do. And unfortunately, we're just out of time with that.
No, I thought I would ask, put it out there just
It's
in
a good
case,
question.
But, well, let's hope
Yep.
folks come out to the show. You guys always do such a fantastic job, and I don't think this one's going to disappoint at all. So,
thank you.
Again,
We really appreciate it.
We'll go to the live chat and see if we get a winner. And Josh Holowicki, thanks for joining us from Brighton High School.
Thanks for having us, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys. John, you get better over there.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Josh Holowicki. Always a great conversation with Josh. And did we get any answers yet?
None.
Googleable it?
It's Googleable. It's Googleable.
All right. Before we get to trivia, we of course will have our 2-cent history lesson coming up. Let's see. Susan, do you have a review today?
Oh, yeah.
do.
Oh.
Oh.
Are we going to Shapley?
Wait a minute, is it?
Are you ready for it now?
If you're ready, we're ready.
All right. Brace yourself.
Wait.
Look at John. John's
what the heck is that?
What the hell is that thing?
All right. So this is a cat toy.
Okay.
Oh, it's a cat toy.
Can I?
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold it up for the camera. There.
It's a cat toy. So we have a barn cat that, she's a mouser, but she doesn't like the snow.
Okay.
So during this kind of weather, she doesn't get out of the pole barn that often.
What's the cat's name?
Taylor.
Taylor the cat.
Taylor the cat. She gets very moody when she doesn't have a lot of activity. So I was kind of looking
out,
at
it's not a
these, and
Is this thing going to do something weird?
you can turn
Is there a
it
button on the button on the back?
turn it
Yeah, why don't you
on.
push that button?
So it's a laser light,
Oh, I see. So you
but it
can-
moves. The head will.
Told you it's not attached.
Oh, and you broke it.
No, it's not. It's good.
It'll move around.
Go get it, John.
Yeah. So it's nice
moving
because it
Total
covers a
distraction.
wide area.
Yeah.
I'll try something there. Okay. All right. So you use this to.
I keep it in the pole barn
Right.
so that when the cat doesn't get out, she at least has something that's keeping her active inside. So on Friday,
It moves on its own.
Yeah. It
Oh,
moves
I
on
see. I
its
thought it was just
own.
like you moved it yourself.
No.
I'm getting dizzy,
okay.
John.
So, and in the pole barn,
That's very interesting.
it'll go up under the shelves and stuff
You
like
should
that.
put mirrors on the wall in there, man. That'd drive the
Yeah.
cat nuts.
So Friday for the snowstorm, we have our garage set up where we have it's kind of like a bar, but we've got a wood burner and TV and stuff like that. So we brought Taylor up to the garage, so we had the fire going, give her a little break from the snow or the cold weather, and I brought this up in the garage. Well, then our dogs came out.
They could have used that laser on your knee.
Maybe
Right
they
now it's
did.
getting your teeth.
See, it's very entertaining.
It really is.
For the cat.
But,
Yeah, for the animals. But I learned that my dogs absolutely love it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's
we
good
had
for
it in the
cats and
garage, and the cat and the 2 dogs were going at it, and they slept like babies. It wore them out. It was great.
No.
Do they chase it or do they just watch it?
They chase it.
They chase it.
Yeah, they chase it. Yeah.
I bet my dog wouldn't even notice it.
That's what I thought about my dogs, but I was surprised. So anyway, I got this on Amazon. It was like $24.99. Totally worth it. It runs for like 10 minutes and it shuts off for like 20.
Gives them a break.
Yeah, and you charge it with like a USB cord, and totally worth the money. Amazon Prime, $9.99 a month, no commitment. You can cancel it anytime.
Okay. All right. What's it called? Does it have a
I
just
forgot.
a laser cat or something?
Yes.
No, I'm sure you can find that thing.
Laser cat.
You know what? It's Googleable.
And
It is Googleable.
Yes,
It's
it is.
shaped like a cat too. See the little kitty ears?
I saw. That's what I was wondering what it was
Yeah.
at first. It looks like a snow cat.
All right. So we have a correct guess
Okay.
Oh.
on the live chat. Now we'll have to get a judgment here.
He's finger waving.
You know, we'll have to get a
Finger
judgment
waving.
here. So the main character was Nathan Detroit. All right, that's the main character in Guys and Dolls.
It's good to know.
Someone did answer Nathan Detroit. That person's name is Jordan Genso.
Now wait a minute.
He said, "Am I allowed to win?"
You know,
Nathan Detroit.
sponsors.
I don't know.
Today's Jordan bit is
Yeah.
Jordan just won tickets by using Google.
I think we're going to allow this. We didn't, say that
There was
he
no
was first to
disclaimer
it. So,
put in.
yeah.
All right.
right.
Well, congratulations.
The judges have ruled. All right. So congratulations to Jordan. Pair of
Next
tickets.
time, put on your judge wig, John. You know how you like to
That's upstairs.
with his robe.
So, all right. So, congratulations to Jordan.
You know, it's funny
Congratulations
that
to
you
you
bring up-
and your cat
Thank you.
thing.
Yeah.
A majig.
And cat thingamajig. Can you turn that thing off? I'm getting distracted. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Jordan Genso, winner of the tickets. He's also the official Giggle Realtor. It's with Remax Platinum, official Giggle Realtor, a community servant and community realtor with over 15 years real estate experience. As a part of the Genso team, Jordan can use his local knowledge, even Google ability,
He's very
And experience.
His Google ability is amazing, by the way.
to provide you with expertise when it comes to buying or selling your home. Get in touch with Jordan Genso today. Matter of fact, we've got a Jord bit. Or was that it?
No.
Okay.
We got Jordan.
All right, give us a Jord bit.
Whether it's for a condo complex or residential neighborhood, Jordan has experience dealing with homeowners associations, HOAs, and reading their
know
bylaws.
those HOAs.
Yeah, you know how they are. There's always that one person that runs the HOA.
I want a purple barn.
Like it's a small Latin American country. He even served on the HOA board for Heartland Estates for 4 years as the builder's representative. When writing an offer on a home that has an HOA, he always recommends adding language to the purchase agreement that allows his buyers to verify they're okay with the neighborhood rules. Since finding out after they've moved in that their four-legged family member isn't allowed is unacceptably late.
I'm not okay with these rules.
Yeah.
You'll have to change them.
So, but it's good to make sure that
you should
everyone's
know.
on the same page, when it comes to HOAs.
Yeah, it's good to know that they're on the same page when they're on a podcast, too, isn't it?
Well,
Sure is.
why start now?
That's true. All right, so last night in trivia, brought to you by OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors. The question read like this. Recent studies found when getting behind the wheel, women are 3 times more likely than men to do this. Susan, what's the first thing that came to mind?
Well, I was thinking like singing or getting the radio situated, which a lot of people had commented about that. But I was actually thinking of playing the drums on your
So you're
steering wheel.
drumming while you're driving.
Yeah.
Driving and drumming.
Yeah.
Don't drive drum. That's not correct, but it's a good
I know.
guess. That's a good guess. Did you know the right answer?
No, because you didn't
I
send
didn't
me
send- I
the
didn't.
show prep, so
Well, we have
I'm
power
like,
problems. No,
just
come on,
winging
give a
it
guy a-
today.
Yes, we are.
Oh, the old power problems.
yeah,
That happens more as you get older.
yeah.
Power went out. Stupid DT.
Shackley
gonna
has
have 35 bucks
products
for that?
power.
Mary said, eat something. Put the visor down. I guess that's so you could check your look in the mirror.
Well, yeah.
How's the hair look?
Well, sure.
Or just get the sun out of your eyes. Ann said go through a drive-through. I don't know. I think that's more of a guy thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Are you okay with the chair there?
Sorry, I gotta sit back.
Well, relax. Enjoy the ride, Jeff.
We got it.
Take over.
Jeff said drive barefoot. I don't think I've ever really driven barefoot unless it's to back out of the driveway.
Oh, I do. I'm all for.
You're all for barefoot
Yeah.
driving?
Yep.
That'd be more of a summer activity, wouldn't it? Do you think?
Not today, John. Look at themselves in the mirror. A lot of people said that. Tailgate said our good friend Brandon. Chew gum, said Karen.
I can't chew gum.
Can't chew gum and drive at the same time?
Well, it just becomes obnoxious. I do that cracking thing, where you crack it while
Yeah,
you're chewing
clicker?
it.
Okay.
And I look like, like Flo from the Mel's Diner. She's just like,
Yeah.
Kiss my grip.
it's horrible. So
Right.
I just stay away from it.
And it's a habit you don't really know you're doing it.
No.
Somebody else has to point it out.
Well, and my mom used to do it, and it used to drive me crazy.
Ah, you're
and
like
now
your mom.
I'm her. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that happens.
Talked to someone on the phone, said Sarah. Lock their doors, said Cammie. Adjust their mirrors. Great guess. The answer? OG sponsor, Kim Witt from Firehouse Doors. God,
Right?
what is with the sponsors in answering our
We're
Yeah.
going to have to have a sponsor meeting.
question? I think we're going to have an intervention. Buckle the seatbelt. Buckle your seatbelt. Women are 3 times more likely than guys to do this.
3 times?
I always feel like
That's crazy.
I'm half dressed if I don't have my seatbelt on when I get in.
And my kids,
It's like automatic.
I remember once there was a time when I said, all right, get in the car. And we literally had to drive like 3 houses down the street. I go, we're just going to drive. And I started to back the car to the driveway. And my 3 kids all started yelling at me. Dad, I have my seatbelt on. I'm like, it's just 3 houses. Dad, my seatbelt. I'm like, all right, put your seatbelts on. Oh, my God. Which is good. That's a good thing. They're very well trained to wear the seatbelts. But, I just don't understand anybody that wouldn't wear a seatbelt. It just seems...
Well, like I said, you
You know.
feel like you're missing a piece of clothing
Yeah.
You know.
these days,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, and it's routine too.
Yeah.
Like,
Seatbelt on, I'm backing out. Well, I'm only going around the block. I'm going to get the mail. I guess I don't need the seatbelt on. Or you take it off early. You're pulling in from
I do
work
that.
or whatever, and you take it off early because you're pulling in the driveway and the buzzer's going off. Of course, trivia brought to you by Firehouse Doors, celebrating their 25th year of serving Livingston County. OG sponsor, Mike and John got it going on.
They are. We appreciate their support. And, of course, Firehouse Doors, you can give them a call, 810-599-7480, as they head into their second 25 years of serving Livingston County.
I was wondering where you were going
Yeah,
with that.
I'm sure everybody
Second
can would like to
25.
retire at some point. What the
Yeah.
hell, dude?
Well, for the past 22 years, Firehouse Doors has been Livingston County's only authorized distributor of CHI overhead doors.
Yeah, don't get the unauthorized.
You don't want an
No,
unauthorized
you really
CHI
don't.
door.
So, all right, we thank them for that. Of course, Monday, we do our Orchard's Children's Services child sponsor. And today, we are highlighting Ailey. Ailey is 12 years old, loves Halloween, dressing up, yummy treats, making memories. It's easily his favorite holiday. His favorite subject in school is art. He likes to draw, paint, and he's very creative. Some of his favorite activities include going to camp, going on walks, grocery shopping, and going to Chuck E. Cheese. So today we're highlighting Ailey, 12 years old, and of course one of the kids at Orchard's Children's Services helps to, hoping to find a forever home for. If you have an interest in learning more about Ailey or any of the other services or kids that Orchard's Children's Services helps, you can find them online at orchards.org. You can go there and find more information. But today we're featuring Ailey, of course, looking for a forever home.
All right. It is March 6th. Our 2-cent history lesson for today is on this day in 1869. The first periodic table of chemical elements was presented.
I hated that.
Not your forte in school?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, memorizing the periodic table and why it wasn't all in a rectangle or whatever. It was all over the place.
Yeah, and all the
And there was a
different
reasoning
numbers
for
that
them.
meant different things.
Yes.
Right. There's a number of electrons
Electrons
yeah,
and neutrons and
Protons and
yeah.
Jimmy.
And Jimmy.
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, okay. Jimmy Squad. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank God my kids grew out of that. 1899, the Patent Office in Berlin registered aspirin. It's good for pain, John.
I hear that. I'm going to need something more than aspirin. Oh, my God. Go on.
1936.
Go without me.
The sleek new prototype, the K5054.
Wait, the
Has
K5054?
the K5054 for what became the Spitfire fighter aircraft takes off on its maiden flight on this day, 1936. A Spitfire fighter aircraft took off.
Yeah.
That's sometimes my nickname.
Spitfire?
Spitfire.
Oh.
How'd you get that nickname?
I'm just so calm and
Right. You're such a good
quiet.
girl.
I just
Mayor's daughter and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your, like how the Secret Service has a nickname for all their
yeah.
protectees, that like the Brighton police was that their
Yeah, like
Spitfire's in trouble
Spitfire's
again.
Spitfire's on Main
escaping
Street.
curfew again.
We just got
We got
Spitfire
her.
making out at the drive-in. Oh, there's
Got
Spitfire.
her on Maltby Road,
Roller rink.
taking her home.
1947, for the last time, Hourglass had aired on television. Hourglass was kind of a variety show, I guess. A production that featured performers such as Ed Sullivan, Bob Hope, and Abbott and Costello. Also considered the show that proved the highest quality entertainment and novelty programming that could be achieved at the time. Unlike The Masked Singer
Yeah.
of today.
Or this show.
True. 1981. Are you watching The Laser, John? 1981.
I'm doped up, dude. So,
1981. Walter Cronkite retires from the nation's as the most beloved anchorman from CBS Evening News.
And that's the way it was.
I thought we'd get that one. And finally, a woman from Nebraska, 2012, sold a 3-year-old McNugget for a total of $8,100 on the internet auction website eBay. Yes, somebody paid $8,100 for a 3-year-old McDonald's McNugget.
Why? They still sell them.
The woman claimed that the McNugget resembled George Washington. And she wanted to sell it to raise money for her kids so they could go to summer camp.
Okay. So someone paid this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
$8,100 for a McNugget.
Couldn't you just kind of nibble it a little bit so it looked like
To make it into
Yeah.
shapes. We've all done that with something, some piece of food.
So I wonder,
Come on,
like,
what kind of
who-
what food did you nibble into a shape?
Yeah, why
Oh,
would
look.
they? Did they display it or like what?
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know if they.
I mean, who? I want to know who.
probably did one of those
Yeah.
box
Who
frames.
bought it?
Put it on their fire
Well,
council.
It's
the
not like
council
it's
above
going to
their
go
fire.
moldy.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing will be around after the nuclear holocaust.
Any particular food, Susan, that you've nibbled into shape?
No.
Box of animal crackers
can't
took the
say
legs
that
off
I
that
am.
rhino.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
on.
have a weird pattern with an apple, but it's not becoming a
More on
shape
that
of
next week.
anything.
Wait a minute. So what's this weird pattern?
He's all of a sudden come alive. All right, that's your 2-cent history lesson
Yeah.
for today. Hey, don't forget, with all this weather we've been having, if you have car troubles, Murphy's Family Auto, the place to go to. Murphy's Family Auto, who knows? Your car knows.
Yeah, they do. They do everything, the whole shebang. Tune-ups, brakes, electrical, computer diagnostics, wheel balancing, tires, shocks, suspension, batteries, air conditioning.
I'm surprised you know that much about automobiles, John Kim.
Well, I see it's on the sign, actually.
Is it okay?
And give them a call, 517-552-3040, or online, murphysfamilyauto.com.
All right. I think we made it through the post-surgery show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm kind of worn out. How about you, Susan?
I know.
just
I think
rough.
we did our thing to carry this
this is
thing.
a rough morning.
all right, so, yeah, hopefully,
Back, relax, and your king lazy boy.
So, hopefully, we'll only have to do that this week. I'm hoping by next week to be able to climb stairs. Now, the PT person that's coming today, we're supposed to work on stairs.
That'll be fun. Can you get video of that?
We're
and
going to work on
share?
stairs. Yay!
Yeah, maybe I should stay around for a little while.
It's a video camera.
Maybe we need to work on getting to the bathroom on time. You know what I'm saying?
There's that too. I wonder if the PT person put that in the disclaimer. No, you're on your own on that. Crawl, dude.
Here's
crawl.
some depends. All right, just do your best, fella.
All right, we will do it all again next time tomorrow.
All right, we'll
Mike
be
and
back.
John got it going on.
Brought to you by Jordan Genso, the exclusive Gigo Realtor, and winner of tickets to see Guys and Dolls.
Wait a minute.
Nice.
Is he exclusive or official?
Oh,
Or is he
well, it's
officially
both. He's actually
exclusive?
both. He's both.
Official, exclusive,
He's
exclusively
the exclusive official sponsor.
official. That's Googleable.
Google,
Yeah, you better Google that.
indubitably.
with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.